Hoo, hoo, hoo. I'm a hillbilly.
Hi guys, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. Just sick, Rob, just sick. Okay, so this is what he looks like so far. Okay, really haven't done much to him. So what I want to do now is I decided I want this dome on top to be longer, so I'm going to cut this ring down some more. And this piece of pine has been fighting me like there's no tomorrow. It has. So what I've done is put a little water and alcohol on them. It's like 50-50 alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and you let it soak into the wood a little bit, and it's letting the, I think it's letting the knife slip through better. I just seen Mr. Gene Messer. He's a carver. He's been around since YouTube has first started. You guys really need to go over and check out Gene's channel. He's a nice guy. Like I said, he's probably one of the first YouTube wood carvers that I can remember. I've been following him for years. Gene Messer. He does, it's called flat plane style carving. And he carves all the little guys and the little animals. You know, I do it just like he does. I haven't seen him do any aliens, so I can't contest to that. But yeah, go check him out. Haven't seen nothing new from I Can Carve. He's probably busy though. He's got a family and little kids, and you know, sometimes life takes over our hobbies. This cold is kicking my butt, and it's only in the beginning stages. Lord help me. It makes you feel like your head is gonna pop right off your shoulders. But okay, yeah. So that alcohol mixture works really well. Now he has a video up on it, and this is a carving trick most people know. You get a hard piece of wood, the alcohol water solution 50-50 well, allows your knife to slip through the wood easier. It softens the wood. Now he had a piece of basswood, he said, that was unbelievable hard basswood. And he actually had started carving a little character into it and just put it aside because the wood was so hard, even with the alcohol trick. So what he heard was that if you soak it for about 3 or 4 days in a pan, the alcohol water solution, And that isopropyl alcohol is pretty cheap. I think it's like $1 a bottle or something. It's close to that around here anyway. It'll soften the wood up to where you can carve it. So that's what he did with that little piece of basswood. He soaked it, and he made a video of him carving it. And so with that, he carved it. It softened it up enough to where he could get his knife through it. Now Gene's just a knife carver, okay? Where I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, he is dedicated to knife, which there's nothing wrong with that. I love knife carving. It's gives you a little bit of serenity, especially if you're out doing stuff. I carve quite a bit in my truck. Especially if there's grocery shopping involved. I just give her the debit card and say go. I'll sit in the truck. So I sit in the truck and carve. I believe there's 1 or 2 of my videos that has me carving in the truck. Same way, doctor's appointments, I'm in the truck. I can thank my son for this cold. He got it at work, bought it home, then he took 3 or 4 days off work because of it, and that guy was sick. He had stuff running out of both ends, if you know what I mean, without getting too gross about it. So this ring is going to be, we're just about to thickness now, how thick I want it. I don't know if it's a good idea to use your diamond burrs on this when it's wet. I think I might plug them up a little bit. But I do clean my diamond burrs after they get a little plugged up. I clean them. I use a let's see if I have it in my drawer here. I use this. I got it from my dentist. The dentist used this to clean his burrs. You know, after he's been grinding on teeth and they start getting plugged up with spit and enamel and stuff. I think it was like $6. Or you could use a real fine pumice stone. You know, them stones that you scrub the dead skin off your feet with, pumice stones. But you want a fine one. And you just take your burr and have it in your Dremel. Turn it down slow, and then just hit it on that pumice stone for like 2 or 3 seconds, and you'll see it takes the gunk right out of your diamonds. Plus side is it cleans them. Downside is it also dulls them a little bit. So, but a plugged up burr won't do you any good. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And Pete, I don't know if it will work on ruby burrs. I don't see why it wouldn't. But rubies aren't as hard as diamonds. That's the first time I ever heard of a ruby burr. But yeah, I guess before they came out with cheap industrial diamonds that it's man-made, I guess ruby burrs were the ticket, eh, Pete? That Jordy. You know our buddy Jordy Johnson over there, Carb Infusion. him and his monster challenge. This will be the last monster for me. Starting Monday, I've got to get on the stick. Literally, get on the stick. I have to make a walking stick. So, all you guys are going to hear out of me for about the next 3 or 4 weeks is walking stick, walking stick, walking stick. And it's not going to be a tutorial on a walking stick because I only have a short time. Have to have it ready by the middle of next month. So yeah, I shouldn't even be playing with this. I should be carving that stick. So that's what we will be working on. Monday or this weekend or something. I think I got it figured out for my dust collector built into my workbench here. I was on Lowe's website, okay? For you guys that don't know what Lowe's is, it's kind of like Home Depot or Menards. And I seen this very interesting thing on there. It's 8 inches in diameter, okay? So it's going to be good size. It's going to be like that, right? Let's see. So it would be, well, that's actually 8 inches right there, okay? 8 inches in diameter. It is a floor drain for your garage. Yeah. Has the holes in it and everything. So I'm going to go look at that. Because it's like Pete told me, don't make your dust collector thing in your table too big because you're only using a shop vac. And if you make your hole too big, then you're going to lose all your suction. Which Pete is right. You will lose all your suction. I worked with vacuum pumps, industrial vacuum pumps for a few years. And yeah, you lose your suction on them is not a good thing. And then you can go ahead and tape off holes, but you're still got a great big box under your table. And I guess if you have future plans of getting a dust collector, which I have one, I have a big one. It's like a 2 or 3 horse dust collector. I don't quite remember right at this time. In my big wood shop. But that's in my big wood shop. I don't want to drag that in here. You think this thing is noisy. You think that vacuum cleaner is noisy. You ought to hear that big dust collector. Now I know Delta makes one. It's about the size of a canister vac. But it's a dust collector. It actually has the... it doesn't have the fan built into the motor like a shop vac does. It actually has a... I don't want to call it a squirrel cage because it's not a squirrel cage. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. I just can't remember what it's called. But it's a big blower. I guess that's what you call it. It's a blower mounted to the top of the lid. So you really don't have the issue of having dirt get sucked into your motor, because it, like with a vacuum cleaner, it pushes air through the motor via the induction fan. With a dust collector, the induction fan is actually outside of the motor. So you don't stand a chance of sucking stuff through your motor. That's why they make dust collectors and they make vacuum cleaners. But Delta makes one about the size of a, I don't know, the one I seen was, I think, 15 gallons. It's about the size of a shop vac, but it's a regular dust collector. I think it was close to $200. Well, my shop vac was probably $100, maybe a little more. I don't remember. I bought it a while ago when I first built this new shop, my man cave, which is now the Just Carve Rob shop. I was doing drywall and concrete and all that stuff, so I needed a wet dry back because the concrete was an existing pad and had oil stains from people working on cars. I don't know how the heck they worked on a car in here. This place, it's like, it used to be a single car garage is what it used to be, but I don't know how they pulled it off even as a single car garage. It was pretty, I'll tell you what, it must have been pretty tight. And I built my big garage, so I didn't need it no more. I had a CJ5 Jeep in here that I kept in here with a snowplow on it, and I could barely close the door. So that's half the size of a regular pickup truck. So that just tells you how tight it must have been in here for if somebody had a full-size truck, let's say. So this building was pretty much just sitting here and had a bunch of junk stored in it. Well, not a bunch of junk. Had my fishing stuff and stored in it. And then I got into wood carving. And I turned it into my man cave. Me and a friend of mine did all the drywall work and stuff. I just helped. I was the gopher. So see, he's getting there. He's getting there. And we're going to do the same thing to him that we did to Elvis and the Wizard. We're going to make his hands independent from the carving, because I'm stuck with these short stubby little arms here. So we'll put something on them, hands or something, come out. And we will do that. Oh, see, that's why I like mechanical pencils. The only problem when you wet your wood is that if you want to draw a line on them, it doesn't want to show up all that great. Doing my finger measurement here. That. Trying to get these about the same length here. Don't gotta be perfect. telling myself that all the time. I don't know, maybe the other lead is darker or something. But yeah, when you wet your wood, pencils don't like to show up on it all that great, so we need to get these guys, give them a home here so we don't lose them.
Okay, guys, that's it for this one. We're running into the end of our film.
Because just
time.
running your hand over this
So
wood
just
will
carve, share,
erase your
subscribe,
lines.
and like if you want to. Thank you to all you subscribers,
So
and special thanks to
take a
Jordy
little-
Johnson for making our intro. Thank you,
divot
Jordy.
out of them so we know where they are.